According to logbook. Hello, SpeedGaming 3. I am Jeff Gaines in Games, joining very late on comms because I see that there are none available. So I'm just going to be subbing myself in. Echoes the standard preset, eh? So our regular vanilla start. It looks like we're getting close to the end. Nye is up a... Alright, sorry, no, I got confused on the tracker a little bit there. Both are missing light suit, spider ball. Baja's got grav boost up, as well as some red temple keys. Both are making their way through Torvis. Probably doing some late cleanup. Imagine most of the hints are got, since we're got all our translators. Probably know roughly where they're going. Got a Dark Oasis key for Spider Ball Go mode. Okay, so there's a good number of places that can be with their loadout. Thankfully do have boost, so yeah, just that one key item missing. Dark Oasis, Sand Canyon, Morbus, Main Gyro, Hive Gyro, US 1, Path of Roots, Watch Station, Sank Entrance. Okay. ETM, we're valid, very good. It's just a cheeseburger in Gathering Hall. And our joke, another joke hint. So Baja on his way to get light suit. Considering this is in logic, we can start considering some of the light suit checks for Spider Ball. Take those free hamburgers, especially when we're on 0 ammo. And Nye is going to see that there is a key in dungeon, something like that. Likely not needed. We know a Morbus has a key, but probably just going to do the key skip from both of these players, I got to imagine. That is light suit on Baja's side. Make traversing the Dark World a little bit easier, as well as we do have some checks immediately here. Dark Torvis Lagoon, but I imagine we already got the key bearer hint for that one, so. Perhaps we see a save warp here. So unfortunately, Nime down this gravity boost is going to make a lot of this lower Torvis movement pretty slow. Gotta wonder what Baja will be prioritizing with light suit. Heading towards the meeting grounds transport, I believe. on the Torva side. Did Baja not make a play for hints already? Shouldn't be anything in blocking us off on this side. And Nye is opting to head into Sanctuary. I gotta imagine Baja doesn't have hints yet. Yeah, that must have been the play. Fortunate. It's another joke hint on Nye's side. And we take the death. So I imagine Baja had hints already, but just did not have Dark Visor in this first pass, so definitely a good one to prioritize if you're only looking for a Morph Ball system. And thankfully, taking a pivot save here means that we can just turn around immediately. Continue to explore Dark Upper Torvus. Getting bullied by the quads a little bit here. Maybe a little Cash B Chasm coming up. That's done. Now just has to get the room to load around him. Nothing of value in the Dynamo Works tunnel. Okay. Grapple Guardian. Finding Spider Ball lower, Dark Lower Torvus would definitely be pretty key. It's a very quick Grapple Guardian kill. Actually utilizing some beam combos. Just kidding, apparently fight's not over. Weird. Useless key. Unfortunate. That's such a cool trick to skip the quad there, shoot the door before it locks, and you just walk through it. The spider ball is one. What was that? Spider ball is one room away from something. Oh my god, is it vanilla spider ball? Kinda looks like that's what it is. I could not read that hint nearly fast enough, but these trained Echoes players definitely have their reading glasses on. That is definitely a massive advantage for Nye. It'll take quite a bit for Baja to be able to catch back up here. But yeah, that is very gross. Vanilla spider ball. At least it was hinted, and it was hinted so close by. Like the odds of a lyric specifically having that hint. So there's a little tiny edge there that you can actually stun Spider Guardian on without having to deal with the half pipe. Very key. This, of course, half pipes notoriously misbehave in Prime games. So being able to avoid that is definitely a good play. Very well done on the third phase as well. Of course, Cannonball makes this fight a lot more trivial too, with Just being able to roll through the Spider Guardian. Baja heading down towards Sank Map with that light suit. Rewarded with an Inghive key. Huh. Knighted 2-3-1 there, that's interesting. Hey, Spider Ball. Very cool. Thank you, game. Still a lot of game left. We're missing quite a few STKs. But with Spider Ball in hand, I should be able to quickly clear a lot of this up. Of course, we have Cannonball, so who needs the actual cannon? And therefore, we actually get to keep Cannonball. So smart play there. Little off with that instant unmorph. Of course, doing tricks backwards where you can't see where you're going, not the easiest thing in the world. Now there was a spiderless watch station found, but I think that one's pretty gross to do. Imagine that's expert or hyper mode, and since we needed Spider Ball anyways, not really much of a point to going for a trick that you might not be able to get. So Baja is closing in on that Spider Ball hint, which I would say he'd be happy to see, but I don't think anyone's happy to see that hint. What do we know about the worm keys? I'm imagining they're all just going to be skipped. Both These advanced runners, I imagine, are just going to be skipping, doing a little bit of wall crawling, and just bypassing that requirement. Not sure if they got the hints for them yet, but back to Torvus we go. Gotta kill Spider Guardian, or not Spider Guardian, Power Bomb Guardian. Again, Nye does lose a little bit of time here just from the lack of grab boost. Wondering why Baja decided to come this way. That item would require Spider Ball, so. And if we know it's one away from Dynamo Works Access or whatever the room name is actually called, probably Dynamo Works Access, Dynamo Access, something like that. We know it's got to be on Spider Guardian, so. Alright, nice use of the boost ball there from Nye to skip quite a bit of the spider tracks by fully boosting off the very edge of the tracks. We can get a lot more vertical or horizontal distance. And of course we have Cannonball as well, so that makes this fight trivial, because we're going to be morphed the entire time, can't get hit by the power bombs, can't be damaged by Dark Aether. So a very, very simple fight for Nye. Consolation prize of some dark ammo. Where were those notes? Dark Oasis, Sand Canyon, Orbis, main gyro we got, Hive gyro we got, Moss 1 we must have got, Path of Roots, Watch Station we got, Sank Entrance. So what is Nye doing here? I guess going to the transport to Agon? And Baja picks up the spider ball. A few minutes behind Nye, so it's pretty much got this one in the bag. Going for light suit. Yes, I will want light suit for Dark Oasis. Good call. It's a very fun SA bonk there to gain enough height to make it up on that ledge. All the way to Hive entrance for this likely Agon key. And of course this in cache, we never get a hint for it because it requires reloading Sank entrance after Spider Guardian, which we have done, but just the you won't want to go back to Sank entrance just to then go to Hive entrance. Red key, please. Alright, Baja now has all 3 of his Agon keys, which will save him time later on when we get to Amorbus, especially if Nye has been practicing the key skip. So some potential, a little bit of time lost for considerable time gain later. So, especially since, yeah, he had the 2 keys, like Nye has 0 keys, so he's kind of got to go for that. But with Baja having 2, like I can see going for the 3rd. STK for Baja, and Nye likely going to Agon now through the transport under the temple. Straight to Agon. misses the power shot, but Cannonball will open that door automatically because it had a blast shield, and that's just one of the unique mechanics of having Cannonball. For Sand Canyon, I believe. Nope. Where's Nye going? SDK number 6 for Nye. Left. Baja up to 5. Heading back into Sank for is I also picking up the Agon keys? Interesting. Did they agree to no out of bounds or something? No. Baja did. Cash B. What were the choices? Oh. That must have missed, right, we're only at 6. Ignore me. Just going for, Hive Gyro, I think. Well, looking at the race time, we've got seven competitors today. Big race. But let's keep focused on these two. Baja on his way to Powerbomb Guardian. just the last 2 Dark Aegon keys for Nye. Nye also going for Hive Entrance. Okay. So no Dark Aegon key skip today. Which means that he will have to pick up the other 2 in Aegon, which are Bioenergy and Command Center, which thankfully we gotta go that way anyways, basically, for Dark Oasis, so like we can kind of pick up the 2 other keys while we're grabbing our last SDKs, so it's not the wildest play. Likely on his way to Sanka entrance. So yeah, definitely looking for those Aegon keys. about what the decision was to go for that versus key skip. I believe Nye is comfortable with it, but I could always be wrong. People have varying knowledges. Just making some assumptions based on, you know, Nye's recent victory from the Echoes 2024 tournament. Spoilers. Baha nicely using power bombs to deal with the Ing Smashers. So luckily Nye will be finding that last Dark Aegon key in Command Center when we go through that portal. Won't have to spend too much time looking around for it. Looks like he already knew it was here. Probably already made a pass at some point, I imagine. Pretty hard to avoid Command Center in standard seeds, especially early game. Definitely closer though. Time taken to find those Aegon keys. worm jam in the chat. Hopefully we don't actually see any worm rave today, though. Light beam and supers making quick work of the boss. We are looking to do a worm skip by damaging the worms kind of during the same phase. You get only 2 worms in the last phase instead of 3, so saves a considerable amount of time. Fight for Nye. And Aegon doesn't need its energy, it's fine. Dark Aether can keep it. Now it's just a race to Hive Temple, Great Hive Temple, whatever it's called. You know, that region. Gotta fight Emperor Ing. And honestly, this race might come down to DS4 skip. One person gets centered, one person doesn't. And yes, it doesn't show because I couldn't get any of the weekly organizers to approve me, but I do have SG powers, so I just plunked myself in here. Baja reset, yeah, out of cannon, so he could have went back for it, but I mean, we've got power bombs, we've got enough health, we got light suit. I don't think there's definitely no risk, so I don't think the time loss from it is anything to, I don't think it's worth it. I will be the first one to Emperor Ing. Let's see how these fights go. Round. Baja went for the sunburst, but opted against it, I guess. Or he canceled his shot a little too early, perhaps. Neck and neck. This is as close as you can be. Unfortunately, both not getting cooperating Emperor threes, but with that, Baja takes a slight lead. And yeah, this is it. It's gonna come down to how Dark Samus 4 goes. Baja maybe like 3 to 5 seconds ahead. Oh. Saved it. And that's GG's for Baja. Unfortunately, I didn't get that second screw attack off. Oh, man. GG's for Nye as well. That was a close one. Final race time. 1:53.40 and 1:53.50. Baja, welcome in. GG's.
GG's. Holy cow, that must have been a heck of a race.
Yeah. I only caught the last 50 minutes or so. I joined quite late. Nye, welcome in as well. GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. Like I said, I only caught the last half. You were both searching for Spider Ball. Nye found the hint first and went on that path. Baja, you had some more STKs under your belt and the Agon keys, which meant that the lead it looked very different as Nye was routing a lot of the like quicker spider ball checks in and you were still waiting on that. So the lead kind of looked like it was going one way, but then having to like go after like Hive entrance and some of the early Agon loop in for the Agon keys on Nye's side kind of like shifted it, and you were both, I mean, obviously very close. Like you both entered Sky Temple Grounds around the same time. You were both on Emperor Ing all the phases at the same time, and yeah, it came down to like one more screw attack basically.
Yeah, that's wild. I was surprised Nye went for the Agon keys. I was like, I'm gonna be a coward and play for this because I know it's in Hive entrance. Because I didn't want to deal with the out of bounds.
Okay. So here's the thing. When I finished my Sang loop, I realized that there was an Aegon key in Hive entrance, and there were two in Aegon. I already knew there was one in Command Center, so I was missing only one more, and there weren't that many places in Aegon left to check. So I I also need to like if I was consistent with the Judgment Pit Secret World, then maybe I would have
Mhm.
actually read it. But I'm very regular as well with the Aegon Temple Secret World, so that could have cost me much more than what I lost from actually getting the keys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my thinking too. Is like this probably like loses time compared to the best case scenario, but like it can save so much time over the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Um,
My routing was a mess at the start, but I kind of got route at the end.
I was the opposite. I feel like I got screw attack about as quickly as was possible. Aside from, I guess I dove into like Spider's Treasure rather than turning around at Annihilator,
I did too.
but like I got there very quick. Like I skipped comm area, I went straight into the jump guardian loop into um, the Annihilator. I was feeling pretty good at that point. But yeah,
No,
then good.
I saw PBs and did Bomb Guardian and immediately went back to the ground. So I couldn't get Screw, I couldn't get Supers, and I only got Emerald Launcher,
Oof.
which was pretty much the worst case scenario. So I
Yeah.
had to go back to Aegon. I did my jump guardian loop, found Annihilator, and then I did Base on Grounds first because I was like, oh, I have Dark Visor from my first Temple Grounds loop. So it might, and I got a hint for Grapple Beam, which is on Cheka, but let's not think about that for now. So I went there, found supers, and I was like, okay, cool. I want to go do hints. Wait, no, I can't. And then it hit me that I forgot about Pod W.
Yeah, I got kind of owned by the suit hint because my plan was like aggressively route Light Torvis into Light Sank and grab every single hint, in which case like I would have had all the info. But I did like light upper Torvis that went down to did light upper Torvis went to go get the grab because I wanted it, and then came back and did lower Torvis.
Oh, I didn't get that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 checks, a hint, and a grab. That's like that seems like a pretty good trade to me. And that's why I came back and was like saw the hint that it's like, oh, you missed light suit and upper Torvis, and so it was like at that point I'd cleared
Yeah.
light lower, and so I was like, all right, well at this point I'm going to clear dark upper, Cash B Chasm, clear dark lower. At that point, like I was pretty much last locationing Spider Ball because I had a couple straggling checks in Aegon, like some of the dark beam
Oh,
ones,
that sucks.
but I full cleared Torvis and did not
Oh
find
yeah, no,
Spider.
that once I found Dark Beam, I stopped making checks in Torvus. I just went down to lower Torvus, got the free hints, and proceeded in the Sank. So I was like, okay, we just found Echo. I don't have Spider yet for Watch Station, but I it's not unlikely that it's just hinted and Sank, so might as well, right? Lo and behold, Vanilla Spider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the grav kind of baited me into thinking Spider was maybe in lower Torvis, so I
I
felt
was
decent
also
about
kind of
clearing
mad
it.
about Yeah, I was
Good.
also kind of mad about Boost and Seekers. Boost and
Yeah.
Seekers were enormous bait, and I hate it. I could have
Oh, really?
just not done all of it. Yeah, you had supers.
Had supers.
Yeah, supers was already a good indication to go to Turvis. You couldn't enter through Lagoon, but at that point I was like, okay, I already have Cannonball, was uh which was another thing, another reason I didn't like finding Boost immediately after.
Hmm. No, I didn't think anything was giving a Torvis because it was like I don't know. I re-entered Aegon, and it's like, yeah, I have literally no checks unless both Seekers and Boost turn up. So like, probably it's just going to be Dark Beam, and that gives you the front of Torvis and it's the Sank.
Yeah, but
So I was kind of
honestly,
surprised
I
it
would
was
have.
what it was. I was annoyed. Like you could have gotten another big lead this seed by diving immediately into Warrior's Walk when you re-entered Aegon, rather than I kind of realized like there was a nice clean 100% route of doing reverse labs into the portal into Warrior's Walk to let you do
Oh
everything,
yeah.
because otherwise you get kind of stuck without light or without dark beam.
No, what I did on my pass through Aegon after supers was I went like, okay, so I can just do CMS and command center right now and route that into Doom Den Free and Battleground.
Mm,
So I didn't go to labs until the very end, where
gotcha.
I almost last location the Aegon key, which was kind of a worst case scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, bioenergy, I assume was your
But
last
it was
key. Yeah.
yeah. But then again, I have never gone into labs. Like besides those, I think I only had storage B and storage C that could be the key.
Hmm.
I also had to because of how I routed and how late I got light suit. I had to make a second sank trip for Hive Gyro and the Hive entrance key.
Yeah, I mean, there was no, there's no good way to route this. Every single region like had things you couldn't do without visiting other regions in ways that just didn't work. It was kind of a terrible STK placements.
I mean, mostly I think it was just a spider being vanilla prevented you from well, pretty much forced you to go back to both Torvis and Dagon.
Hmm.
You had literally no choice,
Yeah,
which
I
was kind of
actually
good for me that it was bad because I was feeling really behind in my early game.
I feel like I needed it to be unhinted. My guess is that Bruh played Sank earlier than us and just hit the spider ball, and like the suit
I
was
mean,
a lot easier to track down than the spider was.
my
If
guess
you,
is that Bra didn't pivot on PVs, got Dark Suit, got Annihilator, and immediately got the read on Hot W. And from there did something very similar to me, like go Turbis, find Dark Beam, and immediately go hunt the rest of the hints.
mhm,
I assume
that's interesting.
that's what they did. Because yeah, I definitely could have saved a lot of time with during the early game. Late game, not so much actually.
Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with my route. Like it was pretty efficient. Like it was a pretty efficient. Like I was very close to full clear by the end of that. And to do that sub two was not terrible.
I also was kind of conflicted because of Cannibal. Like I found Cannibal and I was like, okay, I actually have a pretty convenient route to Sank Entrance, and I didn't do the peak for FTA. Neither I got the hint in FTA, nor did I get the ship item. So I went and did that, but I'm not entirely sure that was a good play because having found Seekers after that meant that I could have routed Sank entrance the into the Sank loop, or at least into Hive Gyro and Hive entrance, instead of having
Hmm.
to go through Aegon. Then again, because I had to get light suit after doing PB Guardian, then yeah, it's kind of a iffy route.
Yeah, it was an interesting cleanup. We've been kind of dominating the conversation here. Did you have anything, Jeff, that you saw or wanted to ask? Or
Oh no,
questions for
like I
Jeff to pass
said,
on?
I tuned in. Like you see, I'm not even in improved comms. There was just no comms when I got home, so I was like, I'll jump in
Oh no.
and talk. So yeah, I caught Nye going through Lower Torvis, and then yeah, the mutual discovery of where Spider Ball was. Thank you,
Mhm.
Olir.
Yeah, it was a pretty convenient location
Mhm.
for the hint, but also kind of trash because its hint being in the same region generally means that you'll take a while to find it.
Yeah, unless you happen to go there. Like, I would have been better off, I think, if it was unhinted. Because, like, even though I would have last location that, I was probably closer to last locationing it than a lot of other people. Because I was playing relatively thoroughly overall. The words of O'Lear. Yeah, should have known.
Okay, well, if there's anything else from the two of you, we can close her here.
No, yeah, GG's night. GG's,
GG's.
bruh. Good luck, everybody else, as they finish up. Oh, oh wow, another really close set of finishes. Cat
Oh
Human
yeah,
and
that's
Cestrian.
16 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, a lot of racers today. Glad to see that the momentum from the Echoes tournament still going strong. Still a lot of people interested.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, with that, we'll close her out, and we will see you next mission. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you.